What's up, folks? Sean the Average Angler. We've got an interesting one today because this is going to kind of cover some things we don't always think about. But regardless if we're walking the bank or we're out in a boat, everybody fishing's fishing, okay? And if you're fortunate enough to go in a boat, maybe you carry a couple more of these things, and I'll touch on that when we get to them. But these are things that every angler should carry with them because they're very useful. And sometimes you don't realize it until you need it, and then you don't have it, and it's too late. So, number one on my list is some braid. Carry some braid with you. This is just some braid off of, it's 30-pound braid. It's off AliExpress. Okay, it's just a no-name braid. It's not necessarily for fishing. You can use braid for a lot of things, but the number one most important thing, you can use it to remove a hook. So carry some braid, learn how to do the hook removal trick with the braid because it can save the day. Unless you like to go home or go to the hospital rather than just pulling it out with the braid trick. 9 times out of 10 this will work. There are times it won't. For those times that won't, it can be really, really important to have a pair of good dikes or cutters. This pair of P-line cutters is not a good pair of cutters, and I'll show you why. You see, this is hollow here. These things are about as cheap as they get. Okay, they're closed all the way, and you'll see that I'm flexing them. So get yourself a good pair of cutters. These are Kleins. Okay, if you need to cut a hook or split rings off of a bait because it's stuck in your head, you're gonna need a pair of dikes. So it's a good idea to carry a good solid pair of dikes with you in the boat. Make sure you're not getting these cheap ones because what's gonna happen when I latch into this is these are gonna collapse and bend. Useless, okay? These came as part of a kit that I had bought. Wasn't worth the money. Buy yourself a good pair, okay? The same thing can be said for a set of needle nose pliers. Now, this is a spare set I have in the garage. I've got a good set in the boat that I've had for quite some time. These ones are actually, if you look, I don't know if you can see it, but the tip here, they're not touching. They're touching way down here. But they will still suffice, and maybe it's because maybe this just needs to be cleaned out. Yep, it looks like it. But get yourself a decent pair of pliers. Remove hooks again from fish, from the carpet, from your bibs, your pants, whatever it might be. You always want to have a pair of pliers. Now, along that same lines with a pair of pliers is a pair of split ring pliers. After you remove that hook from your buddy's head because you freaking got him on the back cast, you're going to need to put a new treble hook. So this is another thing. This box, as you'll see, holds a lot of them, okay? Got my silica gel pack in there so they don't rust. This is a very thin, small Gamakatsu. Came like that, okay? Hook box. Works really, really good. This is more for the boater. If you have room and you're walking the bank, kayak, still a good thing to carry. But split ring pliers, again, if you don't have the dikes, you might need to remove a split ring or hook to get it out of somebody. This is not the least painful way to do it. The least painful way is to be able to cut it. You can still get it out with a good pair of these pliers. And this is from a company called Texas Tackle. By far the best ones I've seen. Here's another pair, different size. This one's a little smaller. These are a little pricey, but they're damn good. Now this next one, everybody should be carrying because this will save you bait. Super glue. I like the top with the twist top and the little thing on the side. So the Loctite works really good for me. Very inexpensive. Like any other super glue, I rarely get to use the whole bottle. It'll end up drying up at some point. So I've got a few of them here on the pegs with my tackle just to make sure I have it. You use it on swim baits when you thread it on to your A-rig hooks, single swim bait hooks. You can use it for all kinds of things. Really good to have. Saves you baits. You'll thank me later. Now, along that line, swim bait guys know about this and they carry it, okay? Because this stuff will save you a fortune. Mend it. We use it on swim baits, but it works on all plastic baits, okay? So if your bait gets a little chewed up or torn, you can use some Mend It, put it back together, and keep on using it. Another way to save some money. Now, this costs some money, but you'll make up for it pretty quick. One swim bait, glue back together. It's just paid for itself, okay? Good thing to carry. This one may not seem like it's that big a deal, and I've got a ton of scales. It's going to be a big deal when you catch the fish of a lifetime and you have no way to know what it weighed. One thing I recommend, get one of these clamps. If it doesn't come with your scale, buy it and put it on yours, okay? This Rapala came with it. There's a lot of scales now, all different kinds. I have the Catch Commander's, a really good scale. I've got the Bubba, another good scale. Those are both in the boat. This is a spare that I had in the garage. I'm just using it to show you. Have a scale so that you can weigh your fish. You're gonna catch that fish of a lifetime, and you're gonna not be happy if you don't have a scale. So pack a scale, boat, kayak, backpack, walking the bank, whatever you do, make room. All right. Scissors, self-explanatory, right? Good pair of scissors that can cut braid, can cut mono, can cut fluorocarbon. These are really good. I found these. They're called booms, it says here. I got these on AliExpress. They're like less than $2, and I've been extremely happy with them. I actually ordered a bunch more just to have in the garage. The Cudas are awesome. This is pit bull cutters. These are really good. I've had this pair for ages. The Cudas, I have some more Cudas around here somewhere. Everything's kind of a mess. I've been doing videos and haven't been putting stuff away, so I got kind of a pile here in front of me. So good things to have with you if you're in a boat or kayak. This is another one like Mend It. Okay, reel oil. You always find out that your reel is squealing and isn't casting quite up to what it should when you're out on the water, not at home where your reel oil is. I carry one. I have two here at home. There's another one on the shelf, and I keep one in the boat. Even if it's one of those ones that comes with your reel when you buy a new reel, carry some reel oil in the boat. You'll thank me later, okay? I know this because I've done it way too many times. I don't even want to talk about it. Screen cleaner. This is from Lens Crafters. You get a little bottle, you can make it yourself, right? Just something to clean your screens, your fish finders, and also your glasses, your sunglasses. Nothing worse than having dirty glasses or dirty screen. This is a bonus for you guys that throw big baits. Could be top waters, could be glide baits, could be swim baits. These covers from Bait Sanity are awesome, okay? You can see right here, this 8-inch glide bait will fit in there no problem. You can put a couple in there. This works when it's tied on the rod. You can cover your whole bait, zip or Velcro it across the rod. You are good to go. Work smarter, not harder. That's what I always try and say. I'm Sean, the Average Angler. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.